Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm Dad Harding, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? And apparently I forgot, but today is a fishing tourney. It's completely slipped my mind, to be honest. But yes, we will participate in this, just so we can get the Nook Mile achievement. I also remembered about those Nook Mile achievements for making snowmen, which I don't think we've made enough of yet, so we probably should do that as well. Just to make sure we do it before winter's wrapped up, I suppose. Winter wrap up. Anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 3:28 PM on Saturday, January 9th, 2021. The winter fishing tourney runs until 6 PM today. Get started in the plaza. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. Actually, wait. Is the fishing tourney the one we don't have a trophy for, right? Or do we have a silver trophy for? Hold on. We'll check that. Because if so, then that means we have a lot of fishing to be doing. I suppose that's just what we'll be doing for today. If we hadn't had to do it for ages. Thank you, CJ, giving us a loach that we requested. I don't know what on earth's going on in our inventory, but I'm not even going to question it. It's just how it happens. So yeah, what I've been up to today, not much. A little bit of programming, a little bit of drawing. The usual, as you might expect. Woke up at a normalish time. I woke up at 9, but then I couldn't be bothered to get up until like 10 something, so I was on my phone. You shouldn't do that, by the way. I should really not put my phone by my bed because, you know, like, okay, we're gonna look for trophies. Because then you just stay in bed when you might as well just, like, sort of get up and do other stuff, right? Okay, so we have a silver trophy. I don't believe we have a golden one. I thought we had a golden bug trophy, but maybe we don't. Oh, that's a golden bug trophy. Okay, so we actually don't have a golden fishing trophy, so I guess, well, today we'll just be doing some fishing. A fishing intermission. Oh, wait, hold on. There's almost a good rhyme there. A fishing intermission. that doesn't really make sense. Okay, yeah, we haven't had to do this for a while, so we'll honestly just get on with it. Hello, CJ. Nice to see you. Yeah, so, I don't know, what should we talk about today? Fishing episode, always a very good time to just talk about random stuff, to be honest, because the only thing I had to do is fishing, which is only like Twitch reactions sometimes. Sign me up. I wish they told you your not collaborative, what's the word? Cumulative point total from, all the fishing tourneys, because I believe it carries over. Hello, Audie. Sorry, we're just going to steal this fish away from you, hope you don't mind. It's been a while since we've done any fishing, so we might be terrible. But okay, we only need to catch 3 at a time to get the bonus points. And as I learned, the fishing tourney, a lot harder than the bug tournament, the bug off, whatever it's called. Come on. Nice. Yeah, I don't know, what should we talk about? I don't know, I need to draw some more thumbnail art, I suppose, because I need to draw it for Oberdin, because Magnus Opim's over. Hollow Knight's also going to be ending somewhat soon. It's amazing how many series somehow coincidentally just sort of ending up together, you know, weird coincidences, that sort of thing. I was like, should I talk about coincidences? I can't really think about anything to talk about with coincidences. I feel like it's not a ripe conversation fruit, you know? You gotta find the ripest conversation fruit in the market, you know? Just like looking through fruits at the supermarket. You know, do your parents tell you, or, I mean, maybe currently are telling you, still told you, but I meant have told you about like or ways to judge if your fruit is ripe or not? Honestly, I feel like I still don't really know. Like, especially things like melons. Like, what? Because, like, obviously you can do it with things like mango. You can sort of, like, squish them. You can see how firm they are. If it's too firm, it's not quite ripe yet. And then if it's, like, I don't know. I guess if it, like, crumbles under your grip, it's probably a little too ripe. Overly ripe. Some might say past its due date. I don't know. I'm not really a fruit expert. A fruit ninja, you might say. Doesn't really work here. I just tried to tie in a popular media property with it and make a pun. But, you know, sometimes it's a miss. A hit or miss. And I guess I missed. Huh. Anyway, what do I say? Yeah, and like bananas is pretty easy as well. Like, obviously, if it's kind of still quite green and kind of tough, you can sort of just like feel the banana from its skin and be like, alright, this is definitely too tough. I'm not going to have this banana and be like, wow, this is delicious. You're going to eat it and be like, wow, this is really tough. Like a plantain, I guess, more than a banana. Not that I had a plantain either, so I don't even know if that's true. They just look like big bananas, aren't they? and I've always imagined them just to be like unripe bananas. But yeah, the banana's kind of greenish, yellowish. You're like, it's a bit too early. Once it starts getting more yellowish and really tinges of green, you're just like, alright. You could have this, but then you want a little bit of brown in there, you know, or quite a, or basically no green, just basically all entirely yellow. I don't know, when do you eat your bananas? Do you have it when they're like super ripe or like overly ripe? Because I know you're meant to have like overly ripe for making banana bread, I believe. Why? I don't know. I guess it's softer and it's more squishy. Probably something about ilk. I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say I like it average ripeness, I guess. Not really something I considered all that often, to be honest. It's sort of just like what do we pick up? A message in a bottle. That's right. I was like, with something in our inventory I know I want to interact with. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it when there's like too many brown spots because I feel like then it becomes sort of like mushy in the middle. Like a soft banana, great. A mushy banana, no good. Especially with bruises and all that. That's why you can get them. What's it called? Like the banana bunker or something? One of my friends, Sophia, had one back in school. I mean, it seems to do a pretty good job, but it's not them all. I don't think there's anything winter-based that I would really care to catch. I mean, I guess I could and get a collectible from you, but whatever. Oh wait, hold on, we need to stand up again, I forgot. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, if it's too mushy, like soft bits of banana, like, but parts of a banana, like, I'm gonna say, bananas, one of my favourite fruits for convenience. It's easy. You can just like eat it just like that. It's like peel, boom, done. It's, you know, it's not like a extremely sweet or extremely plain. It's just like your average run-of-the-mill fruit, and you can eat it whenever. But like a mushy banana is terrible. It's utterly terrible. And I know you're meant to tell fruit brightness. Are we talking about fruit brightness? It's such a weird topic. About squishing it, but you know, there's nothing bad when. Okay, there are many things which feel worse, but in this context of eating bananas, there's nothing that feels worse than picking up a banana and be like, you feel a bit of it and be like, that's definitely a squishy bruise on the inside. It just tastes too soft for me. It's just like, I don't know, I don't want my banana to melt in my mouth. So maybe, you know what, we should have like a ripeness tester for bananas. Is that a thing? You know, you got that thing with you can do with like the fleshy part of your thumb. If you like connect your forefinger and thumb together and you poke it, it's meant to be like what a rare steak is meant to feel like. And then if you do it with your middle finger, it's like a medium rare. If you do it with like your ring finger, I guess it's medium. And then well done for your pinky. I don't know if we're gonna shoot this down in time. Oh. Fine, we'll do it. We'll just catch a fish along here somewhere. There are like no fish in these rivers. Are these rivers not big enough? Maybe. Yeah, what, like, do you have that same thing sort of thing? Like maybe you could, I don't know, push your fingertips or something. It doesn't really make sense. Like another part of your body to judge the ripeness of a banana by comparing it. Obviously that probably doesn't really work, because I don't even think a meat thing works very well, because it does not like depend on the thickness of a steak, and then like if you sear the outside or something or not. I don't know. I'm not a cook, alright? I'm not a chef. This sort of stuff is like not really my area of expertise. Anyway, now we've done talking about bananas. I don't know. Just why can't fruit be more consistent about how you tell they're ripe? You know, you want a soft squishy mango. You don't want a too soft banana. And if you have a soft squishy apple, you're like, this apple's rotten. Which, by the way, I will say, an apple like overly ripe tastes so much worse than a banana overly ripe. But maybe that's because the only one I've had as an apple was just, you know, when we get the apple bruises and it's like soft and squishy. If it's like banana squishiness, you're like, ugh. Tastes gross. Kind of taste. I mean, I guess because it's kind of rotten. Oh, you know that saying, one bad apple spoils a bunch or whatever. Actually true, because there's a thing where when apples start ripening, they like send out some sort of like chemical signal to all other apples in the vicinity to be like, it's time to ripen. And then they start like overly ripening or something. I can't remember. It's something along those lines. And I was like, whoa, guess really is a basis for one bad apple spoils a bunch. But yeah, anyway, back to the thing I was saying before about like melons. Like, how do you judge if a melon's ripe? I don't get it. Like, it reminds me of like things you see on like random not kids TV, teen TV, I suppose. I can't remember. Maybe it was like something in Hannah Montana or something. Where no, Hannah Montana, it doesn't make sense. No, like you can judge the ripeness of a watermelon by holding it up to your ear and knocking on it. And I'm like, you know, as a young, more impressionable teen, I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. And then you think about it a bit more, and you're like, how? We should also probably do our Nook terminal just in case we don't want to miss out on our Nook Marmot points each and every day, and miss out on a potential song. Yeah, I mean, like, I will say, melon, not my favourite fruit. Out of all melons, what's my favourite? Maybe honeydew? Possibly. I don't know. I know most people love watermelon. I find watermelon alright. It's not in my top 5, probably. KK Groove. Apparently we have this one. I don't recognise it, but I trust my past self. It's not my favourite. Like, I wouldn't turn it down. Actually, you know what? It's because, it sounds so stupid, melons are so watery. There's too much water in them. To the point where I don't like eating them. I'm like, I'd rather have, it's like I'm having a juice. And I didn't want a juice. I wanted something with substance. I wanted a fruit, you know? That's why I like mangoes. Soft, but it's got a bit of it's got a bit of, you know, sturdiness to it. Just, honestly, what am I saying? Anyway, how do you judge if a watermelon's ripe? Like, obviously you can tell if it's rotten because it's like, it will be a squishy, deflated beach ball, I suppose. But then, like, what's the difference between like an unripe and a ripe watermelon? From the exterior. Are unripe watermelons white? I feel like they might be, actually. They get more and more green as they ripen, but, like, you know, that green range is... Excuse me, fish. You can't just turn around like that. The green range, I'd imagine... Oh, I did not mean to throw it out over here. Is rather large in a watermelon, so how do you know, like, which point in that watermelon life cycle is, like, this is optimal eating time? Because I will say melons taste terrible past the expiry date. Or, like, past the point you should eat them. I don't know why I seem to have eaten so many fruits past their expiry date. Not past the expiry date, but past them when you should have eaten them. Like, melons taste terrible. Bananas are, like, okay, they're not... Obviously much worse, but like still eatable. It's just like anything which is super sweet or has, yeah, anything super sweet just tastes terrible. What other fruits? I don't know. This is a very big fish, it seems. It's a sea bass. Like kiwi. You know what? You know what'd be super useful to be able to identify it with? Kiwis. Because for a long time I thought I didn't like kiwis. I was like, kiwis are just so incredibly sour. And they don't even taste that great, and sometimes they're too, like, firm. I think I just didn't have good kiwis, to be honest. Because one of the times I had a kiwi because I was like, whatever, you know, just try it. And I was like, this is the most delicious kiwi I've ever had. It was, like, sweet, it was soft, very juicy, and only a little tinge of sourness, just to sort of, like, you know, give it a bit more depth to its flavour, but not enough to be like, you know, like, pucker your mouth like, oh, I'm having a warhead or something. A warhead being a candy, I don't know if it's really much about it because I've only had it like once, but still. Whoa, that's a big fish. Little fish cardboard box. But yeah, I had a good, and I was like, no, sorry, when I ate that kiwi, I was like, this has enlightened everything to me. Have I just been having like non-ripe kiwis this entire time? Is this a salmon? No, salmons aren't in. Whoa, it's a sturgeon. We should probably keep this one, because it's kind of a rare fish. So we can eventually get a sturgeon model. I think we have time to catch one more fish. Never mind if we scare it away like that. We still have time. If it hits 20 seconds and we don't have a fish biting, then I think that's not enough time. And it does actually matter, because if we catch a fish, like we finish the text box thing, outside or when the timer runs out, our fishing rod will break. And I don't want that to happen. Is that an anchovy? That's an anchovy. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough time now. So, I hear a present. I thought I heard a present. It's a gift. That's why they called it a present. Oh, yeah, there it is. We'll let that slowly drift over. Anyway, I was like, have I been having, like, unripe kiwis this entire time? It's like, this is eye-opening. All this time I could have been having delicious, sweet kiwis. I could understand what people were raving about. And I'm just like, oh. Instead, I've just got this terrible kiwi. So I don't know. I've not yet ever since, again, had a kiwi as delicious as that one. This was like a few years ago. I don't know why I remember it so well. So I'm still waiting for that Fable kiwi. But maybe it's just like, I don't know. There's a better way to determine if they're ripe. Or maybe I'm just terrible at this. Oh yeah, remember to take out the sturgeon. So let's grab the sturgeon. I guess we can grab the anchovy as well because it's one we definitely don't have a model of. And won't easily be able to access. Sorry, let me readjust my seating position. Let me think. What other fruits? Like, I'll be honest, I don't. You ever like go into a fruit aisle of like some large supermarket, or maybe not recently, but used to, and just like look at like the lists of all different types of fruits there are, and you're like, whoa. Like all these different fruits I've never heard of. Like I don't know. How would you even go about determining when those fruits are ripe? Like dragon fruit, you know, that's a pretty crazy one. As reasonably common in Asian cuisine. Not reasonably common, but like more so than in Western cuisine, as far as I know. I've had dragon fruit before. I've had it as a drink before as well. I had like a strawberry and dragon fruit drink or something, which was amusingly, it was at like a racetrack or something because I don't remember. Oh, pond spout was our thing for today. I had it like at a racetrack or something. It was pretty good, I think. And I've had dragon fruit on its own before. I don't really remember what it tastes like, but I believe it's rather plain, from what I recall. Like, it doesn't have much of a taste, which you kind of don't expect from something called dragon fruit. You'd sort of expect like a fiery, maybe it's got like spicy sort of berry, I guess. Is there a spicy berry? I'll check these berries. Because you know the definition of berries are very strange. Like, bananas are berries, but raspberries aren't berries. Things like that. What was I saying? Yeah, like, how do you determine if a dragon fruit's ripen or not? I guess you just have to guess, right? You have to use the same criteria you do for other fruits. But, like, which one would you compare it to? Would you, like, feel it and be like... I mean, a dragon fruit's not a good one because dragon fruit's quite tough on the outside. I don't think it has much give in its skin, that sort of thing. But it looks wild, I will say that. Yeah, you can't really, like... Well, maybe you can sort of squish it and see if it's got much give. Like a mango. But then you're like, do I want it to have give? Is this like a fruit you're meant to eat tough, or is it like not? And then what about fruits which have like just like an extraordinarily tough outer shell, like coconuts? What does a ripe coconut taste like? Well, not taste like, sorry. Like how do you judge it if a coconut's ripe? And apparently my parents must have known at some point or something, because have I told a story before about a coconut shy? I feel like I must have. It sounds familiar. Anyway, it was like I went to like a fair, a summer fair or something. I think it was like run by like my mother's company. Like the company she works at, not like she owns it. She's not a CEO, but still. Anyway, not my point. There was like a coconut shy there, and you normally those coconut shies are like rigged for whatever reason. Well, not for whatever reason, we kind of want to scam you of your money, don't we? And you won't be able to catch anything. But for whatever one, this coconut shy, like, they were just like, you know, we're here to give out coconuts, and I respect that, you know. And like, we're gonna be here to make sure the kids have a good time and have loads of coconuts. Which you're like, wow, great, fantastic, you're helping the kids' entertainment and that sort of thing. Until you think about it, you're like, what is a kid gonna do with like 15 coconuts? You know, that's a good question. I might ask, hey dear darling, what did you do with all those coconuts you won from the coconut fair? Because I ended up winning like at least 8, and then my sister probably won some as well. And then I have a memory because we went with a family friend, and he was just walking. He has like coconuts all in his arms, and he was like struggling to drag them back to his mum. He was like, this is too many. It's a hilarious memory in my mind. He said something along those lines. It was incredibly funny, and obviously you had to be there, except for only 2 of us were there, so it's in that moment, so it was a bit difficult for you. for anyone to really share that moment. But yeah, we had a load of coconuts, and we had a lot of coconut milk, coconut water, coconut juice. Why do they always sound correct? Milk, water, and juice. Have you noticed we're like panting like condensation out of our I was gonna say breath, mouth. You know, like when it's on a cold winter day. I didn't notice that until just now. Look. I mean, to be fair, I must be freezing. I'm wearing a short sleeve, probably thin dress in a winter month. Like I would be freezing. But you know, our village is a trooper. They just sort of keep at it. Yeah, how do you tell if a coconut's ripe? Like, I think it's even harder in a watermelon, because, like, at least a watermelon, if it goes too far, you definitely know, because you're like, well, okay, this watermelon should not be squishy. Or it should not be this soft on the outside. Even though it's, like, coconuts, rotten coconuts don't go soft on the outside, do they? They just sort of, like, rot on the inside, and you're just like, what? What do you do? Because I remember, we, like, cracked open the coconuts that we got from fair. I don't know why I pressed A. And I remember one of them was like actually rotten or something. It looked like bad inside. It smelled bad. Or maybe it didn't smell bad. You know, so just something about it was obviously bad. So we obviously didn't drink any of its milk. Is it milk or water inside the coconut? Because you can get both coconut milk and coconut water and coconut juice, which is all just very confusing. Like, what's the difference? They all seem rather much the same to me. I'm sorry, Raymond, I think we stole your fish. Yeah, how do you judge if a coconut is ripe? How do you judge if, like, a durian is ripe? If you don't know what durian is like that yellow, super spiky fruit. If you played New Leaf, actually, I think they had it as one of the possible fruits on the tropical island, I can't remember. Yeah, but that's covered in, like, a really hard, thick, spiky shell. Like, how do you know if that's ripe? And then, who are the first people who open up a durian? Because if you don't know, durian also is incredibly stinky, is like what it's known for. Who opened up that being like, okay, I get it. You see the durian, it's a new fruit you've never seen before, no one's ever heard of it before. And you're like, I want to try that. So you do. So you like crack it open because you decide that outer shell is not particularly edible, which is honestly a good decision. How do we have so many blue presents? Blue presents, I believe, are ones which are more likely to contain materials. I want recipes. Yeah, who? Beach towel. Actually, that's a pretty good thing to put over here. Who opened up that durian was like... Sorry, no. But you open up, you crack it open like fruit, because you're like, I want to try this. Maybe it's good. And you smell that durian, you're like, there's no way this is not rotten. If I smell... Like, I've smelled durian before. If I cracked open durian, having never tried one nor heard of one before, and I smelled that, I'd be like, this is rotten. We got to find we got to find it before it's rotten, or something, you know. Sorry about that. Quite a long pause actually. What was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was really doing. What was I talking? Something about fruits, right? I don't even remember why I got into that conversation. Did we talk about coconuts? You know, coconuts are called a drupe. Like, no, they're not called a drupe. Sorry, hold on, I said that wrong. They're like classified as a drupe, which I don't know if a drupe is a fruit, but coconuts are a drupe. What else is a drupe? I don't remember. You know, this is a Google question. It's just like one of those words. I don't know what it means, but it's like a fun fact I have about coconuts because I don't have many. In botany, a drupe is a... Oh, it is a fruit. Sorry, is it indehiscent? What the heck does that mean? Indehiscent. Remained closed at maturity. There you go. That's such a specific word, which I'm not sure I'm ever going to use except for in this context, but there you go. In which an outer fleshy part surrounds a single shell of a hardened endocarp with a seed inside. Wait, are coconuts fruits and drupes? This doesn't sound like a coconut. Oh, coconut is a drupe. Oh my god, I completely forgot coconuts I was just imagining the seed of a coconut, but the brown thing, when really coconuts are the outer green shell thing that you see in Animal Crossing itself, actually. And then at the pit is a brown thing on the inside, which you can get the coconut milk or whatever from, and the meat of it. Like, you're not meant to eat any part of a green shell, I'd imagine. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true, but still. Let's see, cherries are drupes, apricots are drupes. Oh, maybe I should... Is coconut a nut? No, it's not. So there you go. Coconuts are not nuts. Why is it called a coconut? I haven't the faintest idea. Close that, I don't need that open anymore. It just is. Just misleading things, just like raspberries not being berries. Raspberries, blackberries, both not berries, because something about you need multiple seeds in the main body of a berry to be counted as a berry, which is why a banana's a berry. I think like the only berry which has berry in its name is like a gooseberry or something, which is something you probably don't don't really know much about, because I believe it's a very UK sort of fruit. Maybe it only grows in these sort of climates, I don't know. But I feel like it's associated with UK for a lot. I don't know why. I've only ever had it once, and I've had it in like a fruit salad pudding or whatever I had back in primary school or whatever. Why I took a fruit salad pudding, I don't know. I mean, I do like fruits, but it's surprised me that young me would take it. And I remember I had a berry and I was like, I don't know what this is. I can't remember if I asked a friend or if I asked one of the dinner ladies. I was like, what's this berry? And they were like, it's a gooseberry. I was like, what's a gooseberry? And I ate it and I was like, doesn't taste all that bad. I don't really remember what it tastes like. I just remember it kind of looks like a green grape or white grape or whatever. Oh my god, let's not even get started on that discussion about what colour you call grapes. White grapes, green grapes. And then the other ones, are they red, purple or black grapes? It's just... That's a conversation if ever we get both Benedict and Ali onto one of these episodes one day. They can have their own argument about that. Yeah, see, wait. Yeah, see, these coconuts are like the green thing. I mean, it's the brown pit in the middle of that usual hairy coconut. At least I imagine when I think coconut. I don't imagine this green thing. I don't imagine the ad shell, I just imagine the pit. But I guess that's technically wrong. That's not the entire coconut, is it? A coconut is more than the sum of its parts. Or just, wait, a coconut is more than some of its parts. But it's terrible. I don't think we have enough time for another fishing journey after this one. I don't know how many points we got, but we can exchange all the stuff we got. I'm going to guess we got about 40 points-ish. And then we'll just have to wait till March comes around, I think, again, to do the next fishing journey if we don't have enough points, because I'm not grinding it out anymore. I grinded it out the first time that the bug off came, and it was honestly a terrible experience. And then I found out that the points carry over between tournaments, and that made things better. Knowing that I could do it slowly over the course of many different tourneys rather than just one. I don't think we've got enough time to fish this one up unless it bites instantly, just like that. You know what? Thank you, black bass. You saved my fishing rod. So no, we'll just head back now. We'll exchange our stuff for gifts. Couldn't figure out quite how to jump over that. I don't know what gifts we need still, but we'll see at least how many points we got. He's all happy. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah. How much longer can I drag out this fruit conversation for 2 minutes? I feel like I said all I had to say about fruits. Ripeness is just difficult. Drupes. I don't know. Berry. I don't know. It's just that's just like one of those weird facts you learn. I think I learned it from like QI or something. And they were just like, name. Oh, sorry, Stephen Fry, who used to host it back on, was like, name a berry. And then what's his name? Is that Alan Davies? You know that the guy with like black curly hair who's always like on QI as well? Yeah, Alan Davies. It goes like raspberry or like strawberry something. And then if you don't know in QI, whenever there's an answer which seems obvious but it's not actually correct, oh, we got 45. Like it flashes on the screen and like sirens start blaring it, so it just went strawberry, 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 and it went raspberry. And it went raspberry, and it went blackberry, and he just like started listing off blueberries, and Stephen Fry was like, no, stop. Something like that. Hilarious moment, stuck in my mind. But yeah, bananas, berries, even melons might be berries, I can't remember. Basically the taxonomy of classification of fruits or whatever is completely messed up, and I don't understand it. But it's also not really something I need to be all that concerned about. But there we go, fishing tourney done this time. I don't know if that'll be enough points. We'll find out tomorrow. I don't think it'll be enough points. I feel like last time we only just got 200. So, well. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join my Discord, follow me on Twitter. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now. It was a weird conversation today, wasn't it?